Hello and welcome back with another video from TREKKERPRISE. Today we're going to talk about the trailer of Star Trek Discovery. So this week social media had a big explosion because we got a lot to talk about, a lot to look forward to in Star Trek Discovery. In San Diego Comic-Con they got a big gallery just for Star Trek Discovery. So they had all the props, concept arts and everything, uniforms, and those uniforms looks really amazing. I really like the uniforms as they are, and especially I'm really fond of the white medical uniform. It's just something astonishing, and if I would have to cosplay any of them, I would definitely go for that one because that's something extraordinary. Obviously we saw the Klingon torchbearer as well, and that has a really interesting design. But the first time I saw it I thought, okay, this is definitely not Klingon, at least not the Klingon as we know. It's a really detailed, really nice work, so it's well done from the creators of that suit. So yeah, and obviously we saw concept arts as well that I quite liked. They had pictures and concept arts from the Shenzhou and from Discovery, and even from that weird alien that we happened to see in the trailer. And obviously the big day, 22nd of July, it's happened yesterday, and we got to see the second trailer for Star Trek Discovery. I watched the trailer for a few times and we had a really nice discussion with Sohail at StarfleetBoy. I put the link for the video in the description box below. It's about an hour, so just listen to it. It's actually really interesting. We talked about a lot of things in that hour or so. I had to watch it 3 times till I actually was able to say anything about that trailer. My initial reaction wasn't really pleasant. So watching the trailer, it's quite interesting. It's intense, full with action. Obviously we got to see the Klingons again. We got to see Captain Georgiou. We got to see Captain Lorca for the first time, which is amazing actually. I wasn't expecting him. Well, I was expecting him and expecting appearing the Discovery as well, but still this trailer was heavily focused on the Shenzhou. So I have a feeling this trailer basically comes from the first 2 episodes or the first couple of episodes from Discovery. It's not it's not something that we can judge the whole show about. When we did the podcast with the StarfleetBoy, we talked about how we felt, and I didn't feel connected with this trailer at all. I definitely liked much more the trailer for the Orville that also came out yesterday. The second trailer for the Orville that keeps me hyped and keeps me energized about the franchise, and I'm really looking forward to actually start watching Orville. I had to take a good day from yesterday to actually reconsider my thoughts and just get together all the information that we got. Reading all the interviews with the cast from SDCC, I really had a feeling, okay, they knew there's good things behind Discovery. You just have to wait and see. The thing is, with this 2 trailer, with the second trailer and even with the first one, we didn't get a single clue what the series will be about. Obviously there's gonna be a war, that's quite obvious from this trailer and even from the previous one. So they're gonna have the war between the Klingons and the Federation. Yeah, so it's like an on and off going thing with the Klingons having a war. And obviously Captain Lorca says at the end of the trailer to Commander Burnham, like, you helped starting a war, don't you want to help me finish it as well? It feels like you're really going into a war with the Klingons. Funny thing enough, as I said, this trailer was heavily Shenzhou focused. That we saw the Discovery just for a second, just for a glimpse, and she just warped away. So, and obviously we saw Captain Lorca as well. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have fun watching them interacting with each other and have the whole crew just on board in this 2 ship. I'm really looking forward to see the ships as well, although that's, as we know, that's not the main thing in Star Trek, the story and the connection between the people and how the conflict will develop and how the conflict will be solved in the course of the series. Oh, obviously we have to talk about Mudd, because Mudd made an appearance in this trailer, and obviously we got some pretty cool pictures as well about Harry Mudd. While I always said Harry Mudd wasn't really my favorite character in the original series and even in the animated series, he only appeared 3 times in the course of 50 years. So Harry Mudd really someone as a secondary character who comes back in Discovery, and apparently he has a bigger part. Although I kept thinking when Commander Burnham jumping out and she ends up in Mudd's ship, I have a feeling that's Mudd's ship. He just being there as he was basically a pirate. But then Ryan Wilson actually said this Mudd will be a reinvented Mudd. When he said that, I started to think my preconception about Star Trek Discovery might have been in a wrong place, because if we think about reinventing Star Trek, and Brian Fuller said at the really beginning, we are reinventing Star certain things with Discovery. The phasers, the communicators, the tricorders, the uniforms, the Klingons, and now Harry Mudd as well. So they reinvented the whole universe basically. They got a much futuristic look, a futuristic technology in the starships. So this is Prime Universe, but this is Prime Universe for a next generation. I had this discussion yesterday with Sohail, and he pointed out when Star Trek The Next Generation came along, a lot of people didn't like it because how it was compared to the original series, because I didn't see it at the first time when it aired in 87, because I born in 87, so I'm watching it as a rerun when I was 11 or 12. Funny enough, Voyager, DS9 and TNG was the three most main series that I watched more or less in the same time. The original series came the last actually that I watched, and I did enjoy, I did fall in love with the characters. Obviously I saw the movies before, but that's a different story. I do understand now what the original series fans had to deal with back then in the 80s and the 90s when Next Generation came along, and I was like, oh, Star Trek, but it's not, because it looks different. But and this new Star Trek series, it's gonna be difficult to digest. I'm not against it. I've got a comment recently like I'm against Star Trek Discovery. I'm not against Star Trek Discovery. I'm looking forward to watch it. Judging by the trailer, it's not gonna be my cup of tea at all, because it doesn't feel the Star Trek how I love Star Trek. And I know it's kind of selfish and foolish to say, but Star Trek in one way it's a personal thing. So obviously it's a global phenomenon, but everyone has a personal connection to Star Trek. And for me, growing up watching DS9, Voyager, Enterprise, Next Generation, and even the animated and the original series gave me something extra. And that feel that carried through from the original series and through Next Generation and all the series, it doesn't really feels like Discovery will have that. So my major issue is basically the feel of the show. And obviously we have to think about the technical details in the show, the aesthetic of the show, because it looks like it's post-Voyager instead of pre-TOS. I know it doesn't look like, but I'm really interested, I'm really excited about Discovery. I'm pretty sure it will be fantastic, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna review it, just as I'm going to do with the Orville as well. So buckle up. So overall, the trailer for Star Trek Discovery, as I said at the first time when I watched this trailer, I had a sort of what the hell is this feeling. And then I watched the second and the third time and I kind of outraged in this podcast, which I'm not really happy about. But giving it a day and thinking about it and watching the trailer for a couple of other times, like I don't even know, I pretty much watched at least 20 times or so since then. And now I'm on the opinion with Star Trek Discovery as it's a really good show. It's a really good looking show that definitely worth checking out and watch it. If it's Star Trek, well, I think we will have to wait till the 24th or the 25th of September and watch the first episode and see what, you know, what it will feel like and what it will be, because that will define everything. But for me, it doesn't feel like Star Trek at the moment. And I do remember when Enterprise came to the picture in 2001, and I was really looking forward to have another Star Trek series, and I was checking the press and everything, and even that Enterprise felt more Star Trek than Discovery feels at the moment for me. And obviously when I started to watch at the beginning, Enterprise, I fell in love with the show, and I hope after watching the first episode, the pilot episode of Star Trek Discovery, I will be like, oh, okay, now I get it, and this is cool, and I wish we're gonna say something like this after watching the first episode, and I'm looking forward to this excitement. If it will be bad, well, we still have Orville to watch, so what can go wrong? Our generation will have a really hard time to live in this brand new world, in this brand new future, and this undiscovered country. And basically with Discovery we're going to discover this undiscovered country. So I think I covered a couple of things with Star Trek Discovery. As I said, I'm sure there are gonna be lots of discussion over the next couple of days, some of my own as well in my website TREKKERPRISE.com, so feel free to check that out. And I'm still really looking forward to watch it and share my thoughts with all of you guys. So I think that was it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please let me know in the comment section below what do you think about the second trailer for Star Trek Discovery, and please let me know your thoughts as well, if you like it still, or you know, if you agree with me or not. Just let me know everything in the comment section below. I'm looking forward to have a discussion with you on Star Trek Discovery. And just a quick note, guys, in the 29th of July, next week, Saturday, there will be a London Film and Comic Con here in London. I'm gonna be there, so if you see me, just come and say hi, and I'm really looking forward to meet any of you if you will be attending London Film and Comic Con. I'm going to do my little video session as well, so next Saturday definitely will be London Film and Comic Con coverage with some interesting bits and pieces. Hopefully we'll get to get some of you and some fans as well talking about Star Trek and Star Trek Discovery. And also don't forget to check out the podcast that we did with StarfleetBoy and the Doctor. That's also linked in the description box below. Also don't forget to like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to receive all the geekiness twice a week. And until next time, live long and prosper.